Olá, meus amigos, meu nome é Leandro Menzen e hoje vamos continuar a saga do jogo Behind the Steel Sky da Revolution Games. Muito bem, nós conseguimos entrar aqui na cidade Union City e agora nós temos que tentar validar o nosso chip, algo assim.
Good morning, Graham, Grundy. I trust you are well on this fine day.
E tentar descobrir quem que é esse Graham também.
Have you tried Dijon buttercream spankles? It's new.
Sounds delightful.
That's the spirit. Now, Mr. Grundy, we both know why you're here, don't we?
I guess we do.
Your firmware. It's ridiculously out of date. Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Go on, place your hand on the platform.
Why should I?
Oh, Graham, what a ridiculous question. How do you expect to access your messages? Or vote on important city issues? Or use the travel system? Please consent to the firmware update.
Okay,
Beleza.
here goes.
Well, that's very strange.
What's very
Nossa.
strange?
What's very strange?
You said that's very strange a moment ago. Something about my data.
I didn't. You said, what's very strange?
I only said it because you said that's very strange.
Great.
Confusão.
What else can I do for you, Citizen Graham?
There was something strange about the ID that I had acquired. While she may have lost the plot, I definitely hadn't.
So is my firmware all up to date?
It sure is. Now you can get back to being a top-notch citizen again. I see you have 2 weeks of public voting to catch up on. Better find a terminal and hop to it.
Listen, I don't know if you'll be able...
I'm here to...
Okay. I'm looking for...
And from which part of...
He was from outside the city.
I can only help you locate citizens.
I'm looking for a child named Milo.
Accessing citizen database.
He is not a citizen.
Is he an animal?
No, I told you, he's a child.
Because Milo is a very common name for pets.
That fact does not help me.
I can only help you locate citizens.
What was the firmware up...
Well, Mr. Grundy, your U-chip appears to be quite... It still had the original firmware from the early iterations of the Council's U-chip
Nossa.
program. Frankly, I'm surprised you got by for so long.
I've lived a simple life.
You poor thing.
Ah,
Would you mind
beleza.
scanning my U-chip like you did before?
But, Graham,
Humor me.
okay. Well, that's very strange.
There, you just did it again.
Because you asked me to humor you.
I mean, you said that's very strange again.
I assure you that I have a precise log of this entire conversation.
It appeared that every time she tried to access my data, the last few seconds of her memory was wiped.
Exatamente.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
E mais nada. Ah,
I'm
não.
looking
Isso...
for a vehicle.
Well, a monopod station can be found at either...
Are there any vehicles in the city that have legs?
Polite request for disambiguation. By legs, do you mean
I mean a vehicle.
Do you mean a skateboard?
You are no help.
I'm here to help.
Tchau.
Thank you.
Was I
Não
help?
ajudou em nada.
Yes.
Would you like to fill out a survey?
Sim.
Yeah. Why not?
Excellent. Question 1 of 100.
Ah,
Are you
nossa.
satisfied?
Whoops. Gotta go.
Now that I'd dealt with my U-chip problem, I needed to find out more about my new identity. Graham Grundy.
Nossa, eu vou ir pra onde agora? Tem muita cidade pra andar.
A happy aspiration day.
Tem que fazer esse robô aqui.
Hey,
For you, sir, I have all day.
what do you do here?
My name is Holly, and it is my pleasure to serve the...
And,
Well, social climbers can bring their aspiration.
and
I use this machine here to customize... Isn't that...
it's a real parade. What can you tell me about the...
Nothing that you won't have heard already. However, if you take a look behind my stall, you can catch a great view
The Citadel?
where the council are based. It can be seen through the skyline right behind me.
What is an aspiration?
A special wearable reward to courtesy of
Yes, but what do...
the brooch permits entry to areas around the city, such as the old history exhibit in the... It also tells your fellow citizens how great at gathering kudos you are.
I'll see you.
Eu acho que esses robôs não vão me ajudar.
Social climbers, customize your aspiration brooch here.
It was a statue of my friend Joey. I couldn't imagine why they would have erected it. As much as I'd missed Joey, my first priority had to be finding Milo.
Calling all social climbers, customize your aspiration
Pois
brooch.
é, vamos achar o guri aonde?
Please dispense all waste in the bins.
The Museum of New History is not currently open to visitors. Please come back later.
The museum wasn't open yet. I'd have to come back later. I was enjoying my time in the piazza, but I doubted I'd learn much about Graham here.
Tentar viajar. Não dá pra falar com essas pessoas? Não. Ai, ai, ai. Deixa eu ver mais o que tem aqui de
Please
interessante.
dispense all waste in the
Hooray!
bins provided.
Another customer. Please scan your U-chip to place an order.
Excuse me.
Greetings, sir. Have you come for another extra?
I don't know if that...
Incorrect. According to your order history, it is your new favorite beverage.
My order hist...
Indeed, Citizen Graham. You love it.
Can I get a can of...
Simply scan your U-chip here on the counters.
Great. What flavors are available?
No need, Citizen Graham. Your favorite flavor will be provided from your order history. I assure you, if you are unhappy with the result, your taste buds can be recalibrated.
Can I get a can...
Just scan your U-chip here on the counter, and I'll bring one right over.
Can I get a can...
Just scan your U-chip here on the counter, and I'll bring...
Do you know anything...
Oh my. Unless they came to this...
I doubt it.
Excellent. I'm glad to find myself synchronized with local knowledge. Now, may I recommend you forget your troubles with a cold, crisp can of Spankles.
You sound an awful lot like...
Hollow?
I guess so.
Correct, sir. And how Hollow is a fine droid, an honorable droid.
You're a real fan, huh?
No, sir. I'm a real droid.
Any chance of a
Spankles?
No, a coffee.
Toffee-flavored Spankles?
No, coffee. Coffee-flavored caffeinated coffee. Coffee.
I have no idea what you're saying right now. However, all ranges of Spankles include 250% of your recommended caffeine intake.
Ah,
You feel
esses robôs não vão ajudar em nada. Será que ele vai fazer o café? O que poderia botar aqui? Aí. Vamos ver o que vai acontecer.
one fresh premium Spankles. Please take your Spankles before ordering another one.
Ah. Vamos tomar
Please
então.
scan your U-chip to place an order.
Deixar o cara ali. Ai. Bom, beleza. Nós temos que tentar ir num outro lugar, eu acho.
Enjoying my time in the piazza, but I doubted I'd learn much about Graham here.
Eu tenho que ir em algum lugar. Eu tenho que...
Welcome, citizen. Where would you like to go?
Eu
I
gostaria de
knew
ir pra
Graham
casa.
had some sort of connection to Milo's kidnapping. His home would be my best, in fact, my only lead.
Take me to Graham... my home.
Lakeview Apartments. Certainly, Citizen Graham.
The city knew a lot more about Graham than I did.
É verdade. Vai ver que esse tal de Graham, ele é um cidadão muito honorável da cidade. Alguém conhece muito ele.
I was apprehensive about what I would find, but I had no choice. I had to find the stalker, and whoever he was, Graham was my only lead.
É. Bom, parece que nós chegamos no prédio aqui.
The seal on the floor showed my buddy Joey just as I remembered him, when I left him in charge all those years ago.
Hey, buddy, watch where you're standing.
What's your problem?
Your face.
Excuse me.
Well, if you hadn't been staring at the floor like a moron, you'd have seen me.
Do you know where I could...
Oh, they say he walked. Either way, he
You don't like it here?
needs more color. Wouldn't you agree?
What happened after...
Well, duh. Council runs the city now.
Do you know a guy called...
Nope. Sounds like a moron.
In that case, let me introduce myself. Graham Grundy.
Doesn't surprise me.
I didn't catch your name.
I'm your mama.
What? Do you live here?
Do I look?
I'm not from around here.
Yeah?
Trouble.
Keep walking.
I'll leave you to...
Aw.
Yes, I'm...
Hey, dirtbag. What's your favorite color?
Huh?
You heard me. What's your favorite color?
Sei lá, vermelho.
Bold choice. Later, man purse.
Later,
Ha! You...
Clearly not everyone in Union City was quite as...
Ah, beleza. Vamos tentar ir no... Chamar o elevador. Será que é aqui, minha? Aqui eu acho.
Apologies, Citizen Graham.
Ah.
This is not your residence.
Wait, I know that you, Chip. Oh my, is it really? Yes, it is. Master Graham, you have returned. How wonderful.
Oh, good day, huh?
I shall inform Madam and her guest that you have arrived. She will be so pleased.
No, that won't be necessary.
She will be overjoyed that you have finally returned to the bosom of the family.
Eu vi que o robô vai estragar tudo.
My apologies for the interruption, Madam Songbird. It's Master Graham.
What about him, Chipworth?
It appears he has arrived home, Madam.
He has, but that's... wonderful! Oh, thank Joey! My dear husband is back!
Ah, I was hoping to meet you, Mr. Grundy. Mental
Eita.
Alonso, Ministry of Well-Being. I was just here to investigate some irregularities.
I'm sure my Graham needs a few moments to freshen up. Why don't I show you my kudos records? I don't know who you are, but right now we're both in a lot of trouble. So for both our sakes, you'd better convince the mentor that you're Graham.
Yes, of course.
I'll stall him. Just don't come through that door until you know enough about Graham to pass yourself off as him.
Eita.
Don't worry. You can count on me. I wasn't sure what I'd walked into. But if I was to convince anyone I was Graham, I needed to find out more about him. His job, his family, his state of mind. The mentor could ask me about anything. Information
Nossa.
about Graham was scattered all over the place. All I had to do was look around.
Bah. Agora sim, como é que eu vou descobrir?
Union City Red. I suspected it was more fruit juice than wine.
Bom, é um tipo de vinho.
Definitely an improvement on the food dispensers they used to have here. Personally, I preferred an open fire for cooking. At least one person in the city appreciated a nice cup of coffee. Although I doubted Union City Blend contained even an ounce of actual coffee beans.
Bom, me parece que ele gosta bastante de café também, né? Ver equipamentos.
A shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by. That looked like Graham and his wife on their wedding day. They looked blissfully in love. Amethyst or purple glass? Either way, it looked expensive. Rhythmic gymnastics, first place. Fairy tales, courtly romances, and art books.
Beleza. Nós temos que
by the acrid smell of chemicals.
Nós temos que investigar as coisas aqui para conseguir descobrir o máximo de coisa possível sobre esse tal de Graham.
The box was for a deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside.
Nossa.
A sword? The blade was cracked. An impressive collection of medals, ranging from bravery to long service. Most of the medals dated back to before I was born. A security forces copter. I still had nightmares about those things. Twice I'd flown in them, and both times they crashed. I hoped I wouldn't have to risk it a third time. It looked like one of the land trains from the city walls. It was a detailed model. A uniform like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much larger. The logo on the uniform was quite distinct.
Eu não posso usar, será isso aí?
A uniform like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much larger. Developing fluid in trays. I hadn't seen gear like this since I was a child. Developing fluid in trays. I hadn't seen gear like this since I was a child.
Tem bastante coisa antiga aqui. Cartaz.
I wondered if Graham self-medicated. I wondered if Graham self-medicated. When I came to Union City 10 years ago, this was very much the case. These days, I wasn't so sure. Giant scorpions in the sewers, real or fake? Unlikely. The tentacle monsters would have eaten them years ago. A printer? It was rare to...
São coisas bem antigas, né? Pelo que dá pra
Anti-Hobart
perceber.
propaganda. Some things never change.
Calendário. Agora nós vamos saber o ano.
The calendar showed today as a holiday. Aspiration Day.
Não, o calendário tá atualizado.
How to survive a war. Better just to not be around to see them.
Nossa, será que nós vamos ter que ler tudo isso aqui?
The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. From the color of his uniform, it was clear that Graham worked for the Ministry of Comfort. I wondered what exactly Graham's role was.
Ah, o do Graham era verde, né? Então é isso aqui. Aqui nas da vida. Do berço até a cova. Bom, aqui eu acho que é mais sobre a cidade, né? Guia cívico, ver históricos.
A chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I had made some headway, but I still needed to learn about Graham's work and his state of health. I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into.
Dados pessoais. Nossa, ele não tem nada. Vamos ver cidade ao vivo. Vai ser umas câmeras, né? Aqui eu vi uma nova queda. Está aqui para se tornar uma versão melhor de se manter o sorriso. Caro Sr. Gray, esperamos que o senhor tenha gostado da troca de elementos do pedestal holográfico. Sempre mantenha um sorriso no rosto. Ah, como seus... Ah, Grandy. Eles chamam também de Grundy. Grundy é o mesmo que Gran? Será que é? Não estão mais implantados os reguladores cardíacos. Nossa, mas quanta notícia. Seu exame de saúde está atrasado. É muita notícia, tem muita notícia aqui. Início. Pedestal holográfico. Ah, Grandi. Grandi é o sobrenome. Ah, beleza. Acho que alguma coisa deu pra saber por aqui.
Espionage during the Hobart Wars. Nice to see the propaganda was still around. You can tell a lot about a man from his shoes. In this case, that the man had no taste.
Ali tem esse uniforme, é estranho esse
Uniform
uniforme.
like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much
É
larger.
o Ministério do
I wondered what
Conforto.
exactly Graham's role was.
É do conforto. Será que é do conforto? Deixa eu usar de novo aqui pra ver. Só pra confirmar se é mesmo do conforto ou não. Vamos ver. Guia cívico.
The council was made up of 5 ministries.
Ah, não. Dos...
Each ministry
Deixa eu
had
ver.
their own logo and distinctive color scheme. I wondered what exactly Graham's role was.
É do conforto. Sim. Do conforto. Beleza. Vamos explorar mais a casa, então. Vem pra cá.
Tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath.
Do mês. Ah, leitor médico.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. It has been 2 weeks since your last checkup. You have lost weight. Congratulations. It has been noted that your height has increased. Adjusting records accordingly. Scanning for medical implants. Error. Implant missing. Refreshing biomodification database. Please wait. Removing cardiac implant registration. Registering Schriebman port as new implant.
The scanner had detected my Schriebman port, which
Putz.
allowed me to interact with Link, the city's old network. Since then, I'd pretty much forgotten about it.
Adjusting your health rating from C to A+.
I was considerably fitter than Graham. That was good to know.
Ah, interessante.
Scanning. Your physical health is within the top percentile
Nossa.
for a Union citizen. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
What devices do I have installed?
You possess a U-chip personal data implant in the perlicue of your right hand. It is functioning correctly. Your cardiac regulator implants have been marked as removed. Please return them to your nearest medical waste facility. You possess a Schriebman local interneural connection port in the 3rd cervical vertebrae. This hardware predates the Minos system and cannot be accessed at this terminal.
That's probably for the best.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any advice for me?
A single can of Spankles contains more than your daily dietary requirements. Look for the clown. Drink Spankles. Keep a smile on your face.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any further?
Are you aware that falls while walking are one of the biggest causes of injuries in Union City? Remember, no matter how short the journey,
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any?
Calocephala fimbriata are dangerous. Never approach, and if you touch one, report for...
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any?
Food from outside the city has been found to contain high values of salt. If you eat Gap food, you are putting yourself in danger.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any further?
Studies indicate that happier people receive better Remember, whatever happens on the...
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Bom,
That's
beleza.
all for now.
Due to the alteration of your physical parameters, a new uniform has been ordered and will arrive at your home shortly.
Ah,
Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. In fact, I'd say Graham was downright unhealthy. I had gathered quite a bit of information about his health and social situation, but I still needed to know exactly what he did for a living.
E aí, eu vou dizer que o Graham tá doente? É isso mesmo que eu vou dizer? Já que eu tô bem.
After 10 years in the Gap, I'd almost forgotten what a toilet looked like. After 10 years in the Gap, I'd almost forgotten what a toilet looked like. So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough.
Supervisor de limpeza?
So Graham was...
Supervisor de limpeza. Muito bem. Mas o que eu poderia perguntar que eu achar? Talvez eu vou falar depois com esse robô ali. O que é aqui? Oh, o cara ganhou prêmios de esportes também, ou foi a mulher?
The pictures were all of Graham's wife. They were photochemical prints, taken using an old-style film camera. The retro technology had managed to blend songbirds seamlessly into the fake backgrounds. The photography was impressive, but the subject didn't look happy. The pictures in the apartment told a sad story. A blissful romance that had soured with time.
É verdade. É verdade. Deixa eu ver essa foto aqui, ó. Eles estavam felizes. O que é isso aqui? Pedestal
Keep a
holográfico.
smile on your face. Something told me the fire was not authentic. Hello there. Chipworth, wasn't it?
Master Graham, may I say, sir is looking even more fabulous than usual today.
Why, thank you.
Has Master Graham lost weight?
Maybe.
Oh, yes, sir. And it would appear sir has gained...
Tell me, Chipworth.
But that was sir's wife, Madame Songbird.
Yes, of course. My wife.
Is sir quite feeling himself?
It's fine.
How serendipitous that the well-being mentor is here then, is it not, sir?
Who was that guy in here when I arrived?
Is sir referring to the gentleman currently probing your wife in the bedroom? That would be the Honourable Senior Officer at the Ministry of Well-being. I believe that he would like to see you next.
He would?
Alonso.
Mentor Alonso indicated that there were one or two anomalies in Master Graham's records. Public voting, kudos levels, employment, whereabouts.
Just some minor...
Consumption patterns, biosigns,
I think I get the picture.
But I'm sure there's a simple answer, Master Graham.
Tell me about the...
As a high-ranking official of the Ministry of Well-being, he is here...
Well-being?
Health, social participation, work fulfillment, the usual, sir.
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you open the...
I am sorry, sir, but the window controls are in Madame Songbird's room. Her meeting is apparently of the high...
I see.
Indeed, sir. However, if the air...
It is rather warm.
And pungent, sir.
Chipworth, tell me everything you know about...
Request respect.
But aren't you my butler droid?
Yes, sir. I have been served.
Then why can't you tell me?
Standing orders.
Whose orders?
You... Nice try, sir. Or
Graham had made sure his droid wouldn't talk.
Droga.
Tell me about...
Woman, can Sir...
Humor me. For instance...
Madam Songbird.
Madame
Clearly,
Songbird.
Sir is not feeling quite himself today. Sir might recall he even forgot dear old Chipworth's name earlier.
Who?
Me, sir.
So, what do you do,
Whatever Sir desires.
So if I told you to set fire to something, would you do it?
Sadly, sir, one's capabilities are restricted to the minutiae.
Shame.
We are what we are, sir.
At least as far as anyone else needs to know. Ah.
I am well. Thank you for inquiring.
This mentor.
The Ministry of Well-being is always concerned, sir, with...
Well-being?
That's right, sir. A citizen's health and happiness, their relationships and social life. All of the... He might also inquire if Sir needs any support in the...
Why exactly was I so...
I believe Sir's 2-week-long work, poll, and social hiatus may have raised some concerns. Just be yourself, sir, and you will...
Of course, because I am Graham Grundy. Is this interview just going to...
Correct. The mentor...
And what happens if Sir answers the questions incorrectly?
Incorrectly, sir?
Perhaps I hit my...
Ha! Very droll, sir, very droll.
I didn't have long. I needed to learn about... So, what's the interview...
Mentor Alonso will assess Sir's health.
I didn't have long. Goodbye, Chip.
Eu não tenho mais... Não sei mais muito o que fazer aqui pra coletar as informações. Bom, ele era o cara da limpeza. O que é isso aqui? Parece que ele gostava de vinho. É. Bom, pessoal, nós vamos ir para a entrevista, mas isso vamos deixar para o próximo vídeo. Acabou se estendendo bastante nessa parte aqui, eu não pensei que ia demorar tanto. Mas vamos tentar passar na entrevista então e vamos ver como é que vai ser isso. Espero que tenham assistido até aqui e gostado da gameplay. E nos encontramos até um próximo vídeo de Behind the Steel Sky. Até mais!